Woodstock. I changed my shirt. It has a glow-in-the-dark spider pig on it. So I've got that, which is kind of awesome. Once again, if you're standing where I am. So as I said in my introduction, I have been a geek my entire life. And it wasn't always as easy as it is now. In fact, it was, I guess, what could be described as the most polar opposite of easy you could get in the universe without coming back around in a circle and landing back again at easy. That's sort of what it was like. And one of the reasons I do all the things that I do is that I just hope that the geeklings of the world won't have to sort of suffer the way a lot of us did when we were kids. I wrote a book all about being a geek, titled helpfully, Just a Geek. It looks just like this. And I wrote some stories in it that were about my coming of age as a geek. And one of the stories in it is a story that I'm going to read for you tonight. It is a story that I think geeks of a certain age can relate to because it involves both Star Wars figures and being taken advantage of by an older, cooler kid. I've read this story before. It's kind of my free bird. I sort of take it with me everywhere I go. As much as I enjoy performing it, I wanted to make sure that it was special if I performed it at Woodstock, because just doing it the way that I always do it, while awesome, it just wouldn't do. So we've decided to sort of punch it up. So fetch me Paul and Storm! Hello, Paul and Storm.
Hello, Wil Wheaton.
Hey, am I on the wrong mic?
No, you're good.
Well, all right then. Please support software development. Make contributions so we can get out of beta. That was funny in my head, not so much when it came out. Good to know. The place you want to fuck up is right on stage. So this story, as I said, it involves Star Wars figures, and it involves being taken advantage of by an older, cooler kid. It's one of the very first narrative nonfiction pieces I ever wrote when I was like a level 1 writer, and I was spending a lot of time writing about kobolds and being afraid that I was going to die all the time when snails were scary to me. This was written on the 8th of May, 2002, and it is called The Trade. When I was a kid, I traded my Death Star toy for a land speeder and $5. The kid who talked me into the trade wasn't really a friend by choice. He was the son of a couple of my mom and dad's dirty hippie friends. He and I would play together in his house while our parents listened to Fleetwood Mac in their den with the door closed, giggling about all sorts of things that just didn't make sense to me at all.
Loving you is the right thing to do.
So he and I were like prisoners of war, forced to share a cell together, knowing that once the war was over, we would likely never talk again.
How can I ever change the things I feel?
I was aware of our unique situation, even at 8, so I was naturally skeptical of any offers from him that came my way. He was already 10 years old and in the double digits, so I knew to be wary of him.
You can go your own way. You can go your own way.
His offer came to me one afternoon in his backyard next to his parents' swimming pool. I had brought my Death Star and some Star Wars figures over so he and I would have something to do. There was no way I was going to endure a repeat of the last time I'd been over there, where my only entertainment had been watching him organize and gloat over his collection of exotic matchbooks. That's a true story, by the way. Not a dramatic embellishment. So we were sitting by the pool, the two of us, which was doubling for the shore of an exotic new planet where the Death Star had been relocated, as it so often was when we were that age. He drove up his land speeder, and as he began to help his passengers out, I casually and politely admired it. He immediately offered the trade, but I declined. There was no way I was about to give up my Death Star for a land speeder that didn't even have any obvious guns. Well, he expressed a great deal of shock at my reluctance. He showed off its exciting retractable wheels and exquisitely detailed dashboard sticker. Although I was intrigued, I resisted. I really liked my Death Star. It had this cool trash compactor monster. He then let me in on a secret that only the 10-year-old kids knew. Death Stars were lame. Land speeders were cool.